Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you are okay on that side of the screen. And today to take a look at some of the latest accessories from KFA2, gaming accessories in this particular case. We are talking about a keyboard, a mouse and a headset. Now we will approach as well to the new version, which I've got right over here, of the Xtreme Turner Plus, which is the software that already controlled the GPUs, but at this moment will control some of the gaming accessories, in this particular case the mouse and the headset. Now the Xtreme Turner Plus, and I'll show you on screen if I'm not doing already. And once we open the Xtreme Turner software, we will have a lot of tools, starting with the information of the system. So you will have a lot of info on the first tab. Then we will have the overclocking options, so we'll find things like GPU voltage, memory voltage, core clock, memory clock, power target and temperature target. But if you don't want to mess with anything regarding the overclock, you have one option, which is one-click overclock, and it will make the necessary adjustments depending on your system to give you the best results. We will also find the RGB options, which is, in my opinion, one of the most interesting things, because once we get used to have a version that has LEDs and RGB, it's really difficult not to have. As you can see on my system, this is an open rig right over here and looks awesome, but I also have one at the back with another KFA right over there, and it looks really good. The RGB options will depend on the GPU that we are using. In this particular case, I'm using the second generation of the RTX 3060 Ti from KFA2, and the options that we will have right over there is, first of all, we will have the option to the static color, where we can just choose a color and it will remain static. Then we also have the breathing effect, that we will choose a color and it will do the effect of breathing, so it will turn on and turn off, and we can speed up the animation or speed down to have it quicker, slower. And then we also have the breathing rainbow, which will cycle the breathing effect through all the colors. And then we also have the rainbow, which will just cycle without any effect, cycle from one color to the other. And lastly, we will have the off. But the off, although it's there because it might suit someone, honestly to me it looks boring without the RGB. It looks a lot better like this, which gives a really cool look, in my opinion, of course. Now lastly, we have the peripherals option, and we will talk about that when we get there. One thing that we also can use is the mobile app of the Xtreme Turner Plus, and this will do everything that we have seen so far. So we are talking about the informations, the overclock options, we will have all of them right there. We will also have the one-click overclock, the RGB options, fan speed adjustments, which I didn't mention, but we can adjust the fan speed both on the desktop and on the mobile app. And the only thing that we don't have on the mobile app is the peripherals option at this moment. Probably when they improve the app on a mobile phone, we'll have the peripherals control as well. So that is just awesome. In terms of the Xtreme Turner Plus, I'm really happy to see that they are improving, and at this moment we have on the same software ability to control some of the devices. Now let's start with the stealth keyboard, which is right over here with RGB. Really comfortable, ergonomic. It comes with this really nice armrest right over here, which I've been using right over there. By the way, if you haven't watched the video regarding the Forza Horizon 5 playing on this ultra-wide display with the RTX 3060 Ti, check it right over here, just insane. In terms of the RGB, which is one of the things that we really enjoy, it has 20 different effects. We will have to press the FN, and then we have 5 buttons right over here that will give us each button 4 different animations. Now beside those animations, we can also create a custom one on the end tab where it says do it yourself. We also have the option to put it more brightness or less brightness, and besides that we also can speed up the animation or slow down the animation with the arrow keys. Besides that, it is comfortable. Now if you are looking for a mechanical keyboard, it's nice, and it's a little bit noisier than any chiclet keyboard, so this will depend. If you are looking for something for gaming, this will be very cool, very comfortable, and you will use it for quite a few hours without wear and tear. Honestly, if you are playing games. This is a lot more responsive than a keyboard like that, and on the other hand it will last a lot longer than a keyboard like. So overall the keyboard is really nice. It also has on the top here a lot of keys for multimedia and things like that, so a few things that are really interesting. But what captured my attention was the RGB, the comfort, and the way that it works and the way that it sounds. It's a really nice sound, and for that we will use the headphones because we will be immersed on the game. Now, before we reach the headphones, talking about the slider gaming mouse right over here. First of all, when we touch it, it's really light, it's comfortable and it's light, and although I haven't used for many hours, and I can't say that you will be able to play 12 hours in a row without getting hurt your hand, I believe that you will be just fine playing with it. I've been using for games, and I've been using it to edit my videos and so on and so forth, and so far no complaints at all. We have 7 buttons right over here which can be addressable, and we will find roughly 25 different options. By the way, in terms of RGB, we will find 2 distinct areas: the bottom back part, which we can address, as I will show you in just a few moments, and then here on the top, this light will be on the DPI side. So when we change DPI, it will change the color right over here, so just have that in mind. Talking about DPI, we can control the DPI from 0, well, not 0, but it goes from 0 to 10,000, so a great range with 6 different levels that we can adjust the way that we want. By the way, we also have 3 different profiles that we can save, so if I want to save one profile for me, another profile for my friend, and we share the computer, we can just load the profile and bam, that is it. We can also save profiles on our computer and then later on just import them and load it, and that is it. In terms of the RGB, which is this part right over here on the bottom, we can use 11 different presets, and if we want to match the bottom with the DPI, we can do that by changing the color of the DPI to match the color that we choose to use on the bottom. So this is a workaround that we have seen on the software that KFA2 used before, and right now we can do the same with the Xtreme Tuner Plus. Besides the RGB, which is something that I really love, we also have the mouse parameters where we can change the sensitivity, scroll speed, and the double click speed. We also have the USB rate speed, and it starts at 125 Hz and it goes up to 1000 Hz, which just means the times that the computer will ask the peripherals to check information. So if we have 500 Hz, it means that the computer will do a check 500 times per second on the mouse. Overall, a nice accessory with RGB, comfort, and really lightweight. Now, talking about lightweight, let's go for the sonar from KFA2. Actually, the first thing that I want to talk about is the microphone. And right now we are listening to the sound recorded on the microphone of the Sonar 04 from KFA2, and I already made some tests, so in my opinion the quality is higher than the image quality that I've got at this moment, which is being recorded on my MacBook Pro, just to test out, and it is compatible with macOS and also with, which is not bad at all, as you could see on the video. Now, it also has RGB here on the side, but this RGB effect is not controlled by the software, so it will remain like this. The only thing that we can select is to enable or disable the lights, which will turn on and turn off the RGB on the sides and also the light on the microphone. We also have a button right over here which will enable the microphone or disable, and a volume up and down. Now, in terms of the headphones itself, the sound is good, they are comfortable, they are light. Now, in terms of the software, what we will be able to control are some adjustments. On the headphone side, we still have the options to choose the sample rate that we want. We also have a option for a equalizer where we will find a lot of presets, but if we don't want any of those, we can use the custom and create our own. We also have the environment effects to choose, 7.1 virtual speakers, shear sync FX, and shear surround max. Now on the microphone side, we also have the sample rate to choose, the shear sync FX, and noise reduction. And guys, basically this is it. Let me put the KFA2 Sonar 04 right over here. Looks really awesome, and it matches the mouse and the keyboard. Hopefully this video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget the usual thumbs up right over there. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.